what I'm talking about, because I'm still connected to the leash. I'm tapping the leash a little bit. I'm just relaxed, but I want to just kind of hang here for, a little bit, just to really get him to relax. So what I'm communicating to him through this is I have full control. I'm tapping, I'm making him be not just patient, but this is about direct influence, okay? So I can actually nudge him a little bit if he's trying to move his head over towards it. Now, when this happens, okay, when you have a dog with a lot of control issues over being very, very possessive over food, what they'll do is they won't eat. They'll refuse to eat. It's very interesting. They'll drink, it's important for them to drink their water, but for a couple days, because it's that all or nothing type of thing. And so therefore, what you'll do is, if you need to, if it really gets to that level where, it really throws them off because they were in such control before, and then you start to take control over the food, they want to it really plays on them a little bit. They kind of reject it, okay, because they have to work through it. So this is where you can hand feed them a little bit, but through leadership, okay, not through emotion, not like begging them to eat it. You just kind of lift it up on your hand a little bit, and and give them permission. You give a little bit of a good boy or good girl, so you can do that a little bit, but again, working within that script, influence and leadership, okay? So you don't want to play off of emotion and then getting control. You want to change the whole dynamic, so you have to keep that theme going, okay? So how you're hand feeding is like you're just finding that middle ground, okay, but through leadership. The theme is, hey, yeah, I'm giving you food, I'm lifting it up to you through my hand, so I'm like giving you permission. It's almost like they need permission, okay? And making them feel like, oh, it's okay, but it's defined through you as a leader, okay? Totally different. So here, I'm gonna give Cooper permission here in a second, but I'm gonna bring him up into a sit first. And notice again, he's literally locking in here, so you lift him up, bring the food over, okay? Eat, now he's starting, he's starting to eat. I'm gonna let him eat just a few, a few little bites here. But I'm going to interrupt this, okay? I'm gonna take a second, so right here, but just smooth and fluid. It's not meant to be overly, just a little push-pull here to slow him down. See how I'm doing this? Nice and smooth and fluid, just a little push-pull. And I'm just gonna hold him here for a second, just a little tap. Just want him to do, but he's hovering right over it. Okay. See, I give him a little okay. He kind of looked up at me briefly for a second. Now, if he gets desperate, some dogs will try to eat faster. It's almost like, okay, I know the game here. I'm going to start to eat a little faster here. Slow him down again. He's not really trying to do that. He's pretty agreeable. I'm going to put him back to a sit, though, for a second. Do a really good push-pull. And then, okay. So these moments of permission, okay, but with influence being an active agent in those moments, okay? So I'm halting him, but not just physically, push-pull, influence, okay? More meaningful. It's the same thing, he's eating a little bit here, no growling, do it again. And this helps to slow him down so he won't go so fast, so because you want the dog to normalize, right? Because food needs to be something that's like fuel, okay? But it's just like making sure that they understand that, hey, I'm in control. This is through me. A little push-pull again. I just want to kind of get him somewhat relaxed, and then but then put your hand down there a little bit of finger, just like, okay, go ahead. So you want to be direct that way, so he knows, okay, this is directly connected. I just brought in a moment of influence. I'm telling you, you can go again. I'm right here, right over it. Doing fine. Now, as you start to sense that he's starting to normalize, starting to become more of a follow. You don't have to interrupt so much. Right here, I'm going to interrupt more because I already know that he's been ground a little bit for his owner. So I'm going to really be more intentional. Push, pull. Okay. See, he has a really good moment. Just like, go ahead, because he's looking right at my hand. Saying, go ahead. I'm hovering right over him. It's like the shadow coming right over him. I'm relaxed, okay? I'm not being aggressive about this. I'm not mad, I'm not angry. You know, I just own it, okay? And so how I'm using the leash, so I'm gonna stop him one more time here. He's doing really good. I'll move the dish this way here, you can kind of get a different look at him. Push, pull. Okay, go ahead. A little sideways view here going. I'll stop him again. Now I stop and same thing. See, just push, pull. That line, that's Sadie over there. That's not Sadie right here. So just, like I said, really good sense of relaxation here. Just kind of get, like this, he's still pulling here, right? You want him to, okay, right. Same thing. So, yeah. There's a point here when you've done a few moments where you can say, okay, I'll let him finish off here. So I want him to get the point. That is the point, that he gets the point that I'm in full control. So very direct, meaningful, okay, through the leash, adding the push-pull, putting him into a sit. I'll do it one more time here in a second. Put him into the sit. Really good push-pull. Okay, go ahead. Doing good. Sadie down. Down. Sadie's over there can hear what's going on over here a little bit. And his water is over there. I'll give him a drink here in a moment. Just want to kind of really show the food part of this. And even here at a certain point, once the food is basically gone, don't let the dog continue to lick and start to, upend the food dish. And even here's the thing, if the dog is, this is why you want to slow it down. The dog's getting that level where they want to upend the food dish and throw the food around. Do this, take your time. Really get some influence going on. Because the theme is, hey, no, I'm in control of it. That's a sign that they're really putting a lot of possessiveness and control over the dish. It's almost like they're just, really going at it. So here, slow this down. Right here, there's no food left in there, and that's it. So we're going to stop there with the food dish exercise. Just her no, because this gives her comfort. So same thing, bring her over here, put her back and sit. So that's a great example of how to do the food dish exercise. Just slow it down, give those moments, okay? That's a moment of calmness, relaxation, but control, through control, saying, hey, through me. Everything comes through me, that's the theme. But direct and meaningful. So a lot of people want to just make the dog wait. Sometimes that's not good enough because the dog's mind is jumping right over you. All right, it looks like it's working, and then you still get a food possession problem. Okay, so this is meant, you have to get a hold of the dog. You got to be pushing. You got to assert influence. Okay, you got to get in the dog's head that way. And again, this is the fix. Okay, and this is how to do it. He didn't growl once during the whole thing because he knows. Okay, Dale's in control. That's it. And he's, again, over the coming days, you'll see Cooper start to relax more. Okay, so coming back until the mind's locking in quite a bit here, but again, knowing his level of